Alex in Cowboy Traders at 8. Now we're off to Trent Bridge for the cricket.
Well, as always, we're expecting our fair share of twists and turns before the day is out. Alpha Julieta sponsors cricket on Channel 5.
The drama hit us immediately. That man won the toss, but he was soon to lose his wicket. And so was this man on his return to the side. That man took 5 wickets and set Australia up. And then England responded with the kind of fight that has made them the team that they are. Michael Clarke got the ball of the day from the irrepressible Jimmy Anderson. And all in all, we were breathless. Welcome everybody to the second day's play in the first Investec Ashes Test match. England 215 all out. It barely seemed possible given the odds before the start of play. Australia in response 75 for 4. And this morning the skies are clear and the sun is shining, but we're all still asking the question how and why after yesterday's drama. Perhaps Michael Vaughan can answer it.
Well, there's nerves, there's tension on the first ever Ashes series, and I think that's what the England players tried to do, stamp their authority on the game, and they came unstuck with a lot of edges, a lot of catches to the slipcord, and then Australia tried to follow suit. You know, a great day for the bowlers. It was poor batting, really. OK, is the pitch too dry? Is that why the ball moved around? No, not really. I mean, you look at the footholds, they are very, very dry, but this pitch looks like it's going to hold together. I think we'll see more reverse swing as the game goes on, but I'd expect the batsmen just to take a breath today and play in a more conventional fashion. Thank you. 140 the advantage for England, 6 wickets in hand in their first innings for the Australians. Let's get into it.
Stuart Broad back on the field, which is a really big plus for England. He won't get the first over in, that'd be Stephen Finn. And I would think Jimmy Anderson at the other end to get stuck into the Aussies. 75 for 4. They get early wickets. They should get a lead today, England. Bowled. That's where he wants to bowl. Bring that Steve Smith forward. He likes to stay on the back foot. Oh, see, once he comes forward, he's not quite as comfortable, so long as it's not a half volley. Well, was that a grimace from Stuart Broad? So he throws is very important. A bit of pain there. Now that's interesting. How will he bowl this morning?
Well, I've seen him bowl a few in practice and it was very ginger. No real pace on it. Grimaced at every delivery that he bowled. Good to see him out there though, giving it a go.
Oh, that short once hitting. They're finding it difficult this morning. Philip Hughes has cracked that. That's just a help yourself ball and no swing. They look different bowlers today, England. Oh, that's rubbish. Oh, this is... You wouldn't think these were the same England bowlers, would you? That's such a long off, slow lollipop. You could have hit that with a cricket stump. Oh, shot. Yeah, he's got it through. Half volley. He did it too hard, but it's hard enough to get 4 on that quick outfield.
Just watch that race away.
Well, this is the obvious sensible move to get Graham Swan on. The seamers have been fairly ineffective. And Smith's going to come at him. He did last night. And Swan just bowling a sort of loosener and Smith not allowing him to. Very good batting.
Well, what a shot. And he brings up his 50. It's his 4th Test match 50. He's yet to get 100. He's come out this morning and played positively. And he's attacking Graham Swan.
Alistair Cook's had a little word to Jimmy Anderson. Maybe there's a change of tack here. He's tried a Yorker there and actually played it well. That was 1-on-1 bounce, wasn't it, in children's cricket? Well, that's a false stroke. Anderson just looking to bowl that fuller length to Smith to tease him outside off stump, induce the drive. Anderson covering the ball, so that suggests that starting to reverse swing for England, and that's out. Brilliantly bowled by Anderson. A change of tack from England, just trying to attack Smith outside the off stump, and he's been lured into a false stroke.
I don't know that the ball did much. It kept a little lower than Smith might have expected, but that wouldn't be why he found the outside. Maybe it straightened a bit anyway, as you rightly say, Simon. It's the line that does the trick there. So many players in this match have been drawn into strokes just outside off stump. Look at him, he flies with joy. 3 now for Anderson, 5 now for England. Smith made an excellent 53. It's 108 for 5.
Brad Haddin in at number 7, recalled to the Australian side, now the vice-captain. Anderson and he have had some tussles in the past. Could be entertaining. He's away straight away with that attempted Yorker from Anderson. Has knocked over Brad Haddin straight away. That turned sharply.
Well, there's where the dryness in the pitch comes into play. We talked with Michael Vaughan before it began about whether seam and swing would be the key, but in fact, so dry is this surface, Graham Swann can get the ball to talk. Oh, how's that for delivery? First up. Just a single to Brad Haddin, who had started his 2 previous Ashes series with 100. It's a very different story today. England are rampant, 113 for 6.
I think Swan's going to enjoy this next couple of days, bowling on this very dry Trent Bridge track. This is outstanding cricket by England. Jimmy Anderson and Graham Swann between them, just getting into this Australian lower order, and now Australia's still 101 behind, have lost their 7th wicket.
And this is the brilliance of James Anderson, and it's matched by the wicket keeping. Anderson consistently hits that area that makes the guy play. And the ball's just threatening to die on Matt Pryor there, but he's athletic. He's got wonderful hands, and he can leap with joy too, much like Anderson can. Just a single for Siddle, 114 for 7 now.
Mitchell Starc is in at number 9, no mean batsman. Oh, it's down. Graham Swann at second slip, couldn't cling on to that. The first genuine edge that's been dropped by either side in the slip cordon. Mitchell Starc just getting an outside edge to that beautifully swung delivery from Anderson.
I just wonder if his concentration's been disturbed. He went off the field, Swann, when he finished his last over, and he's only just run back onto it and got into his position at slip. Almost too comfortable for him in a way.
Yes, 5 wickets to Jimmy Anderson. And in fact, that's 44 wickets here at Trent Bridge in 7 Test matches. He'd like to just roll this piece of turf up and take it home with him.
Oh, that was a soft bit of batting from Mitchell Starc. Sort of hung his bat out there. Graham Swann has had his face saved after the drop catch. Mastery from James Anderson. And that's what it is, really. His control of the ball and his ability to expose each batsman for their own flaws is quite outstanding. A duck for Mitchell Starc, 114 for 8, would you believe?
Well, I think that was just going down the leg side, and so does Aleem Dar.
So does Alistair Cook.
That's out. I reckon that's out. Yeah, that's plumb. He just put his foot down the pitch and played the line of the ball with his pad. Swann's too good an operator to really be foxed by that.
Well, he has to review it, and he is. He reviewed it straight away on the basis of the scoreboard. It's as much a tactical review as anything else. He's a big man. He gets a big stride forward. Remember the criteria. Firstly, is it a no ball? No. Secondly, did it hit him in line between wicket and wicket? And thirdly, is it going on to hit the stumps? Where it pitches is irrelevant. Oh, my goodness me. James Pattinson, this looks horrible for you, my friend. It's hit him in line. Is it going on to hit the stumps? It is. Alim Dar's original decision will stand. Another finger is raised, a finger of fate that is doing dreadful damage to the Australians this morning. Incredible drama continuing where we left off yesterday. It's 117 for 9. Oh, there's a positive start from Ashton Agar. Just taken guard in an Ashes Test match for the first time at 19 years of age. Can you imagine what's gone through his mind in the last 48 hours?
Oh, what an amazing feeling. You know, he's done a lot for WA cricket. Comes with high raps from Justin Langer, the coach of WA. And coming here 2 days before his mum flies out from Australia. What an amazing feeling. He wakes up on the first morning of the Test match, grabs his new baggy green and hugs his mum.
What a stroke that is from Philip Hughes. Opening his shoulders and throwing his arms and hands at the ball.
And that's the Philip Hughes we know in Australia. People in England might not know, but his record at home is fantastic. Lots of centuries, lots of runs. And this is an innings which I feel could define his summer. A gritty 50 against England in the first Ashes Test.
Played. What beautiful stroke. Well, there you go. A young talent with ball and bat.
A perfect shot, wasn't it? Straight back. Top order would be sitting up in the change rooms going, is that how it's done?
Has he hit it? Oh, now Pryor's asking for the stumping. Okay. Pryor really likes it. Oh, this is very close. Remember, on the line is out. Here we go. Well, what about that?
Something that we don't know. Something in Australia's favour. We needed something today. Bit of luck. Might have been just a millimetre of that shoe behind the line.
Brilliant. A proper example of talent. So we have the straight drive. The best of paddle sweeps. And a lovely square drive. Okay, England have got to get focused here because this isn't any old number 11. And now Phil Hughes with a perfect pull stroke. Power and presence in that. Just a little fight back here from Australia.
Uh-oh. Well, he's really enjoying himself. What a hit that is. Oh, this is getting seriously awkward for England. Agar's just smacked him with real confidence there. Oh, that's a good shot. If you were a batsman, you would be proud of that. It banged in, short the length, he's picked it early and he's walloped it.
Well, forget where he's coming to bat. This kid can play. Wonderful stroke.
Shot. That's a quality shot. You saw a batsman playing like that, you'd have said fantastic.
Well, it's a 50 partnership. Just getting Australia back into this game. They now trail by 46.
Shot. Well, this young Agar is playing like people first saw Gary Sobers batting at number 8, thought he was a left-arm spinner, and became one of the great batsmen the world's ever seen. This kid's playing well. Well, that's a good shot on the onside. That should bring 3 runs for Agar. That's the highest score for a number 11 batsman on debut, beating Warwick Armstrong. Oh, feeling so confident now. He just thinks he can hit anything that's bowled at him. This is a serious partnership, is this? Australia now trail by 30. 68 partnership. 117 for 9 England had them, thinking they're going to get a match-winning lead. Now, this partnership alone has kept Australia in the game because they only trail by 30. If England bat poorly, Australia bowl well, they could still win the game, Australia.
Oh, this is going to be his 50. 50 on debut for Ashton Agar. Brilliant innings.
What a moment for the young man from Western Australia. He's on debut in the Ashes. 50. What a partnership. Composure, calmness.
Look at the Aussie balcony. Look at the fanatics. They're loving it. Partnership of 75. Trailing them by 23 now. And there's his family's brother. They'll be loving it. Get the phone out, text the family back home.
Oh, look at his mum. They snuck out here 2 days before to surprise him. What a moment.
What a stroke. Cleans him straight into the stands. Wonderful foot movement, the swing of the bat, and a sigh of relief from Darren Lehmann.
Alistair Cook is scratching his head. 9 for 117. In walks 19-year-old. Look at this. That's a top 6 player.
Excellent from Philip Hughes. Brings up his 50.
Well batted. What a great 50. A lot of pressure coming from India. That he's going to be in this side. We know how much talent he has. We know how much runs he has made back in Australian cricket. A gritty knock, great partnership.
Shirts are off for the Aussie fans. They're loving this partnership. Had a real senior role. Oh, lovely, delicate shot. Wonderful timing. He's now got the highest score by any Australian batting at number 11. Glenn McGrath got 61, while Ashton Agar still there on 67. Well, we're 2 hours, 20 minutes into the opening session on day 2. Stuart Broad with the shoulder injury, and he now comes on to bowl. Desperation for England, that's what it's got to. And what a stroke. That'll go for 4. Or will it? Yes, it will. And that's a 100 partnership. Outstanding from Australia.
Look at the Australian balcony. Look at the crowd. The flags are out. Australia leading. You wouldn't have thought about this half an hour ago.
Oh, it's all going Australia's way. Second slip moves out to 5th slip, and it goes in between the gap. Wow. How fast does he get his hands through that ball? Magnificent stroke from Hughes.
Agar's smile, the first Ceylonese to play for Australia. Sri Lankan mother, an Australian father, a 19-year-old boy who's lit up the greatest stage in world cricket. A wonderful, wonderful morning's played. Ebbed and it flowed. It seemed all England's at midday. And then Australia got stuck in a quite extraordinary last cricket partnership of 112. Consequently, Australia now lead by 14. More action after the break.
Looks like they're going to use a bit of spin. Alpha Julieta sponsors cricket on Channel 5.
water.
The new Jaguar F-Type. Your turn.
So is this a Somersby?
This is it. This is what all the excitement's about.
Single core, dual core.
Move towards the mouth and interface. Full of great content. And you've downloaded.
I've downloaded?
Yeah. One click. Boom, you're connected. And works perfectly in direct sunlight.
Somersby Cider. Less apps, more apples.
A childhood destroyed by a brutal father. A sadistic relationship that led her hand to perpetrate atrocious mass murders. An intimate portrait of one of Britain's most notorious serial killers, Myra Hindley. The Untold Story. 8 o'clock Wednesday on Channel 5.
He's held a straight line there. Alpha Julieta sponsors cricket on Channel 5.
Welcome back to Trent Bridge, where a standing ovation greets Philip Hughes and Ashton Agar. A remarkable performance, 112 they put on, unbeaten. There's a new face, a bright face, a face that has changed the cricket landscape. There's a good stroke. Quickly onto the back foot, finds the gap at mid-wicket again. It doesn't seem as if lunch has broken Ashton Agar's concentration. Oh, another crisp and elegant stroke. He's turning this cricket match on its head.
And the record books as well, because that means he's now got the second highest score by a number 11 in Test cricket, overtaking Zahir Khan's 75. And just one more to go. Tino Best's 95 is the best score by a number 11 ever in a Test match just last year against England.
And I'll tell you what, Yoz, there's even more news. This is now a record partnership for Australia for the 10th wicket. Anywhere, anytime. 129 together. Now he thumps one down the ground. Brilliant. Strokes off front and back foot. Offside, leg side. 250 arrives for the Australians. They lead by 38. And here's a stroke of even greater significance than all the others, because this pair of Philip Hughes and Ashton Agar now hold the record for the highest partnership for the 10th wicket in the history of Test match cricket. They've gone past Azam Mahmood and Mushtaq Ahmed, 97-98 for Pakistan, and Brian Hastings and Dick Collins, 1972-73 for New Zealand. They both put on 151 for the last wicket. This pair have gone past it.
Oh, no, it's safe. And there'll be a few there. Oh, it's got to run hard. Everything going Australia's way.
And Ashton Agar now has the highest score ever for a number 11 in Test match cricket. He passes Tino Best, who got 95. He's on 96, 4 away from that century.
Oh, that's 2. Well steered. I think he thought about hooking it, but he steered it beautifully. 2 more, 98 not out.
Well, he's a clever batsman. He knows the gaps down there, and he tried to do it. He tried to get the ball down to that vacant third-man area.
Well, they've made him wait. Stuart Broad tied his shoes up. Oh. The kid's not nervous. 19. What is there to be nervous about? Oh. Well bowled, Stuart Broad, yeah. Yeah, clever. Stuart Broad making him wait. The crowd's waiting. Move the field. Square man's going to third man. Yeah, this is the way. Put the pressure on him, if there is any pressure. He's hit that, and he's out. Oh, can you believe it? I think every supporter who loves cricket wanted this young man to get 100. Full credit to Stuart Broad. He set him up for that ball marvellously well. But you have to feel for the kid who's 19 and changed the course of this game.
Quite extraordinary innings. 19 years of age, batting number 11. You're absolutely right, Jeffrey. All of this ground, all of us up here, we wanted to see him get those 2 runs, but he has changed the course of the game. He's given Australia a massive chance, and brilliant from Philip Hughes. 81 that out he ends on. Take a bow, Ashton Agar. Wave it to your mum and dad, your brothers, and to the balcony. Outstanding.
Well, whoever thought England were going to win these 2 series 10-0, I bet they're worried now.
And it isn't a scorecard that you'd see often. Steve Smith deserves credit for that 53. It at least held Australia in the match before Philip Hughes and Ashton Agar did their work. A tremendous performance. Australia finishing with 280. Have a look at the partnerships. 163 put on for that 10th wicket. It wasn't just that they doubled the score, it was double and some. Quite brilliant. James Anderson, superb for England, 5 for 85, but he tired, of course. It told on England that Stuart Broad hadn't been able to bowl yesterday afternoon or this morning. A couple each for Finn and Swan, and 1 for Stuart Broad at the end there. There it is then, Australia leading by 65.
Well, Damien Martin's out here with me. In your life, have you ever seen anything like that?
How exciting. What an Ashes changing moment. I mean, for a young kid, he's 19 years of age. He comes out here, he's batting 11 and 98. You know, 2 runs short. Would have been so exciting, but defining moment for him and something you look back on forever.
And maybe a defining moment for Australian cricket, beginning a new era.
Certainly is. I mean, we've seen these young kids come in, and the way he went about it was, it looked like a batsman. He could be batting in the top 6. He was calm, he was collected, he picked the right balls. It's a big find for us, and, you know, something great for the future.
And now, given all the predictions, given the likelihood of England winning the series, the disappointment of Australia's poor play in India, what does this mean for the dressing room?
Well, the dressing room at 9 for 100 odd, you would have been flat, heads down. You know, you're thinking you've come off bad series, but all of a sudden in like 2 hours of play and 1 partnership, the room would have just lifted with this energy to believe that we can now win the Ashes and we're here for the series, and that partnership is defining for the whole series for us.
Right. Now, the question is, we know Test cricket strips a man to the bone. Who's most exposed here? England's opening batsman or the Australian bowlers? Let's see.
Wow, what about it? What about it? Did it swing too much? Is this worth a review? Did the ball pitch outside leg stumps? So many things for a left arm over the wicket bowler to get right. Trap a right-hander LBW. Stark likes it enough. Pitch is okay. Impact is umpire's call. Joe Root's going to survive. Whoa, he's edged it, is he? Noise. Bat on ground. Brad Haddin knew it. Actually, James Pattinson knew it too. Played. He's run it off the face of the bat. Opening batsmen can use third man to their advantage. You don't see third men fielders these days at all. That is not a thick edge of the bat. That's controlled. Australia ask. Aleem Dar answers. Joe Root strangled down the leg side, or will he review it? If he doesn't review it immediately, it surely means that he's hit the ball. He must know he's hit the ball. He goes to his captain. What will Alistair Cook say to him? It may be that there's no evidence at Alistair Cook's end, which is why it's been given out, and it is. That's the reason. Cook says they've got nothing to go on.
What a bonus. Massive wicket for Australia. As a batsman, just getting out like this is just the worst feeling you could experience. Just dangling your bat outside leg stump.
Well, it's a good period for Australia here with the new ball. They've bowled very smart, mainly outside off stump, the odd swinger into the stumps, and hard as the England openers have worked, the breakthrough has come.
Interesting field set for Jonathan Trott, and immediately it swings. There's the appeal. No finger. Surely they'll review that. And they will review it. Here's the key moment. It swings back into Jonathan Trott. Traps him in front of all three, boy. There is no way Jonathan Trott's getting away with this.
What a moment. Swinging in. We know Trott likes it onside. We had that field from Michael Clark.
I don't know that this is going to be very good for Jonathan Trott. The third umpire, Marrero Rasmus, is now talking to Alim Dar. Out it is. The decision is overruled. Jonathan Trott stands in disbelief. And if you think the theatre of the Ashes had come alive today, it's still alive now, that's for sure. Unbelievable swing in fortune. What a scorecard for the Australians to take with them into the tea break. Joe Root and Jonathan Trott gone. Kevin Peterson, Ian Bell, Johnny Bairstow, Matt Pryor. They're the men who must do the lion's share to help Alistair Cook get England back into this match. Nothing yet for James Pattinson, but Mitchell Starc with fast in-swing. 3.4 overs, 2 for 2. When we come back after the break, Mitchell Starc is on a hat-trick. The third time we've had that situation in this match alone.
Well, bad light not going to stop play here. Alpha Julieta sponsors cricket on Channel 5.
Can you feel it? Can you feel the thrill of being alive? Neither can I. There is no alive in this town. Just pixels, pretense, and driver assist. No. If it's real you're after, you gotta know where to look. Now that is real. No gimmicks. Just me, the car, the road, and feeling alive for the first time. Unfortunately, that's not allowed around here. The thing with real is, once you've experienced it, there's no going back.
First came Shaun of the Dead, then Hot Fuzz. Now they're going all the way.
Let's do this!
To the world's end.
Newton Haven has been taken over by robots.
Oh, this will be good.
Come on!
Oh, no. The world's end.
YouView is an easy way to watch catch-up TV on your TV. Simply scroll back through the last 7 days on the guide and catch up on the programs you've missed with just one press of a button. So get comfy and get connected with YouView, extraordinary TV for everyone.
Darren, it's your brother.
I'm gonna kill him.
Dead man walking.
I don't want you to kill him.
Brand new drama.
So you're buying me in anyway.
The series premiere of Love Hate, coming soon to Channel 5.
A couple of options, and he's driven that safely to the left. Alpha Julieta sponsors cricket on Channel 5.
Welcome back to Cricket on 5. Let's take a moment to look at our competition. You and a friend could win tickets to a day's play as England take on Australia in the third Investec Ashes Test match at Old Trafford. The prize includes a 2-night stay courtesy of the Midland Hotel Manchester, followed by a full day of hospitality at the match on Saturday the 3rd of August, including breakfast, a 3-course lunch and afternoon tea. For your chance to win this fantastic prize, text cricket to 81555 or post your name and phone number to Cricket to PO Box 7557 Derby DE10NP. The winner must be contactable on Friday the 26th of July 2013 and available on the 3rd of August 2013. Text cost £1.50 plus one message at standard network rate. Lines close at midday on the 23rd of July 2013 and 3 days later for postal entries. For rules, go to channel5.com/win.
Here we go, hat-trick ball. Mitchell Starc to Kevin Peterson. Oh, what a terrible delivery. Oh, that's lucky. That wasn't short enough to pull from Alistair Cook. Lucky inside edge there, but I know it's one of his favourite shots, but I didn't get the impression that was that short.
Bowled well to Cook, good plans, been sliding the ball across him, keeping it wide, not many short balls. It just wasn't short enough.
Oh, well played. You're entitled to those. The thick edges off the new ball. The opening batsman, if you play with softer hands, relaxed hands, let the ball run off the thick outside edge and they don't have a third man, you get 4.
Nice little smile by Patterson, but beautiful soft hands.
Oh, he's off. He always sneaks a single somewhere. He's like lightning when he's on note. It's Kevin Peterson. Big strides, he runs like hell.
Yeah, he's always that nervous energy as a batsman, but Kevin Peterson's always something, whether he's chasing something, the big shot to get off the mark, and we saw a little cheeky single.
Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, you don't have to run for that, boy. Nope.
As a batsman, perfect. Full face of the bat down the wicket. Here he is, the 19-year-old on debut. We just saw his batting exploits in Michael Clarke. Good decision. Throw the ball to the young kid. Shot. Kevin Peterson. There's his answer. Big sweep shot.
Well bowled from Ashton Agar, just tempting Kevin Peterson into that drive. He won't mind that. Australia not over-attacking. Oh, lovely timing from Peterson. One-handed drive through the offside. Races to the boundary. He's going out the youngster.
Well, that's a new shot from Peterson, actually, which we saw a little bit of in the winter in India. But he's had his problems against left-arm spinners in the past, trying to hit them on the leg side against the spin. Here he is using the spin and actually taking one hand off the bat as well, just for artistic impression.
Michael Clarke turns to Shane Watson, taking the youngster Ashton Agar out of the attack. He'd bowled 3 overs for 10. He's just trying to offer some control, of try and reverse swing it. Just trying to tempt Alistair Cook into a drive on the offside. Great shot from Peterson, the on drive. Full from Peterson, trying to find that outside edge like the first innings. But Peterson shows the full face of the bat.
It's always a good sign, actually, when Peterson's playing straight early in his innings. He's bided his time here pretty well. 32 balls now to get to 20, and a lot of his best innings are when he really accumulates for the first 40 or 50 minutes, and then he cuts loose later.
Peterson just getting a little bit frustrated. Australia joining the dots, making it difficult for Peterson and Cook to score. Got to fight through. There's not a great deal happening on the ball. There's no real swing. Oh, clever from Peter Siddle. Just a surprise bouncer. He's got a man back at deep square leg and a wide fine leg.
Considerable change to the weather. Clear blue sky, and it's much warmer than it was earlier, or indeed yesterday. And Peterson is a jack in the box. He just wants to find runs from somewhere. This cricket now is ebbing and flowing. We're in a period where the bowlers are really tidy, giving nothing to England. England are just looking to hang on in there, just 16 away from the Australians. Even Peterson is becalmed, understanding that for a period now the game must come to him. They must soak up what the Australians throw at them. He and Cook are the perfect men to do it. Cook played a couple of terrific rear guards in India. Peterson played the innings in India, and that helped England to beat India on their home soil, of course. 25 overs bowled in this innings. The score's 49 for 2. As I say, England just 16 behind. Now drinks are called for. So one final period of play today. Who's to say it won't be as dramatic as all the others? See you in a moment.
Oh, that's not far off running over the boundary. Alpha Julieta sponsors cricket on Channel 5.
Now when I was a little boy, at the age of 5, I'm a man. We can have a lot of fun. I'm a man.
The new Seat Leon SC.
Seat.
Watch this.
It's good. But it's not quite Carling.
New Carling British Cider. Refreshingly perfect.
This is it. This is what matters. The experience of a product. How will it make someone feel? Will it make life better? Does it deserve to exist? We spend a lot of time on a few great things, until every idea we touch enhances each life it touches. You may rarely look at it, but you'll always feel it. This is our signature, and it means everything.
A debilitating condition that tears her body from the inside. What is this mystery illness?
The ripping, the pain, can't cope with it anymore.
And is there a cure?
The next attack could be my last.
Extraordinary People. The Incredible Hulk Woman. 9 o'clock tonight on Channel 5.
Yeah, warmed up and ready for action. Alpha Julieta sponsors cricket on Channel 5.
Welcome back to Trent Bridge for the final period of play. A glorious evening here. England fighting these Australians. Peter Siddle, who did so much damage in the first innings. That's a single that gets England to 50. Just 15 behind the Australians now. And the first single for a long while from Alistair Cook. He's really reined himself in. Well, it's right up his street, if we're honest. Clever stroke from Alistair Cook. fielding to match it from Ashton Agar, who's having quite a day. Not bad, is it? So much strength, I think, in that huge body of Kevin Peterson's.
Well, it's just exquisite, isn't it? We all like to see him play carefully, calmly, rather than sometimes he's erratic and exciting. But when he plays like this, he's not giving Australia a chance.
See if Agar can get any turn. Well, yes, he does, and that one really did spin. I wonder if actually Peterson, well, he played and missed probably, but shaved the edge. It was close.
Would have been a nice little edge there, nice delivery angle in. Just the faintest of edge. Tough for Hatton, you can't take those, but good signs.
In the air from Peterson, but racing to the boundary. Maybe they need a man in that short extra cover sort of region. Suggests with that 4 and the 50 partnership that perhaps Peterson's thinking it's about time to go on the offensive.
He's faced 60 balls, and just see here, opens his arms up in the air for a slightest of second that your heart would have gone through there, Michael Clark. Dangerous time.
Oh, lovely shot by Alistair Cook. Ashton Agar trying to find a ball into the rough to bowl Cook through the gap, but he can't quite conjure up the magic with the ball that he did with the bat earlier, and it puts England into the lead.
He's looked fantastic from ball one. You see, he's so balanced and composed he's been from the start. Beautiful shot through the covers.
Chris Rogers seems to have the job as chief ball polisher for Australia. It's a pretty important job, Damien.
Probably the perfect man, isn't he? He's played a lot of county cricket over here. Played with the Duke. Scrubbing that ball, shining it up, trying to get it reverse.
You can see what Stark is trying to do the sort of Wasim Akram job round the wicket, left arm over, trying to spear it in and swing it away from Peterson. Well, nicely bowled by Ashton Agar. That's the second consecutive maiden bowled by Australia. Not a lot happening on the field just now, but plenty of activity off it. Looking back at the Jonathan Trott dismissal, the ECB are just seeking clarification from the ICC about the procedure that the third umpire uses. This was the incident, and Alindar gave it not out, perhaps thinking that there was an inside edge. Michael Clark reviewed it. Trott, you can see here, just looking at his bat, suggesting that he thought there was an inside edge, and this replay just suggests that there was one. There's a little bit of a hint of an inside edge, but the umpire wasn't quite sure, the third umpire, whether that was conclusive. Hot spot from behind the bowler didn't show an inside edge, and the hotspot camera from mid-wicket, which perhaps would have cleared the matter up, wasn't available. So he was given out by the third umpire. England still a little bit annoyed about that, and in fact the third umpire generally and the decisions like that haven't gone England's way today.
No, it's been one of those ones, isn't it? And technology just always raises something with the game, and originally we thought out, and then the slow motion little inside edge there, and it's one of those moments I think for the England cricket team. It's deal with it, move on. You know, you don't want that sort of festering away in the day or the rest of the Test series.
Well, nicely played on the onside from Peterson. Got to be careful hitting against this spin.
Yeah, that's a fair point. There was a little squeak of catch it from someone because it was in the air in that mid-wicket area. And you know, let's face it, Peterson's been flawed against left-arm spin, and one of the reasons is his tendency to play against the spin. Mind you, every innings by Peterson has an element of risk. It's one of the reasons it's so seductive.
An outside edge from Alistair Cook, but it's nicely played. Just gave himself a little bit of space. It was short. The last ball of the day, Peter Siddle to Alistair Cook. Nicely played. And what a day we've had. Brilliant cricket. First hour belonged to England, Jimmy Anderson. And then from there it was about that young lad, 19 years of age, Ashton Agar. And those two just came and played very patiently and watchful. They know how important this partnership is.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is they're mighty relieved to get to the close unbeaten. England are only 15 in front, so their wickets were priceless. I repeat, Alistair Cook and Kevin Pietersen did a crucial job after the dramatic loss of Joe Root and Jonathan Trott in consecutive balls. Their partnership worth 69 from 213 balls. That's how hard they had to fight for their runs. And remember, one of the batsmen's arguably the most attacking Test match cricketer in the world. 2 wickets for Mitchell Starc, who swung it quite dramatically with the new ball. The pitch is flat enough. As the ball's got softer, there's been more in that surface for the batsman. A little bit of spin out there for Agar. He bowled some good deliveries. There's no doubt he has promise, not just with bat but with ball and in the field too. So the facts are that England are 15 ahead with 8 of their second innings wickets in hand. We better talk to the hero of the day. And here he is, the golden man of the moment. Are you in a dream?
Absolutely. It feels like a dream. I was pinching myself out there at some stages.
Is that as good as you can bat, or have you got more in your locker?
Oh, I'd like to think if I could keep going, I could bat a bit better, but that's probably one of the best I've ever batted.
And with the England attack being so strong and so, you know, if you like, consistent over so long, it must have been extra special.
It was very special. You know, having Jimmy Anderson and Graham Swan run into bowl at you was a bit of a dream and could have been a bit of a nightmare, but it was pretty special to get some runs against those blokes. And
Philip Hughes played an important part.
Absolutely. He was supporting me the whole way through. We were just taking it ball by ball, and to have him at the other end, you know, a bloke who's made Test hundreds, was, you know, extra special and made a lot of difference.
Can you pick a shot? And I'm not talking in the one you got out to.
Yeah. Favourite shot?
Yeah.
Graham Swan sort of over wide long on.
For 6, that was a beauty, wasn't it? And when you got out, what happened?
Oh, I don't know, to be honest. He probably hit it a bit better than I thought I was going to, and I tried to hit it a bit, try to come down on the ball, so I hit it a bit flatter. I should have sort of gone up because he was in a little bit from the boundary, but oh well.
How was the dressing room when you got in there?
They were wrapped for me, very, very supportive and very happy for me. They all got around me.
Yeah. And the family, because they're here, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I'm sure they would have been very nervous, but throughout my career thus far, they've been extremely supportive, and I'm very, very lucky to have them here supporting me the way they are.
And when did you know you'd play in this game?
About 2 days out from the game, I was told. Rod Marsh and Darren Lehman came over to me and said, look, mate, you're playing. Go and give your parents a call and get them on the next flight over.
Is that what literally happened? They flew?
Yep, they flew the next morning straight away and got here for my cap presentation straight out of the taxi. Oh
my God, how awesome is that? And Glenn McGrath gave you your cap.
Oh, that was unreal. I wasn't sure who was going to present it, and then when Glenn presented it to me, such a legend who I'd grown up idolising, made it that much more special.
You better take some wickets now.
Yeah, I'll be doing my best. A couple of good batsmen out there, but it would be good to get their wickets.
Great, thanks very much for your time. An extraordinary performance, an extraordinary day. More tomorrow at 7 on 5. Good night.
Alpha Julieta sponsors cricket on Channel 5.
A rogue dentist is about to get a drilling next year on Channel 5 in new cowboy treaters. Over on 5 Star, we may be having some lovely weather now, but wait till you see what the Eddie Stobart drivers have to cope with. Back to the Sun on 5 USA, and we're in Miami with CSI, where a prisoner is on the run.
A childhood destroyed by a brutal father. The sadistic relationship that led a hand to perpetrate atrocious mass murders, and the nation's horror as the evil came to light. 3 documentaries revealing an intimate portrait of one of Britain's most notorious serial killers. Myra Hindley, The Untold Story, 8 o'clock Wednesday on Channel 5.
Darren, it's your brother. When he killed him. Dead man walking.
I don't want you to kill him.
Brand new drama.
So you're buying me in anyway.
The series premiere of Love Hate, coming soon to Channel 5.